I am Danny Way, skateboarder.
In July 2005, Danny Way, a professional skateboarder from Southern California, caught the world's attention by jumping the Great Wall of China. A child prodigy who turned professional at the age of 14, he has constantly been at the forefront of innovation and progression within his sport. His ability to overcome both mental and physical adversity is without parallel. Two-times world record holder, back-to-back X Games gold medalist, the only man to have jumped out of a helicopter on a skateboard, yet until China, his name was legendary only within action sports. Making the impossible the possible has been the trademark of Danny Way.
You know what, I'm not necessarily out on a mission to create these situations to put myself in just a massive amount of pressure. To get an opportunity to just do something really spectacular on a skateboard, something that like feels good, something that I look at, something that skateboarding looks at, something the world looks at. Mixed feelings actually when I went to the top of the tower for the first time. I've only dreamed of this event happening, it really playing out for so long, like it just seemed like such a fantasy. Once I was actually standing on top of this tower looking at this rolling going, okay, I'm actually gonna jump over the wall. It was like the most exciting feeling in the world at the time.
Born in April 1974, Danny was raised in the year-round sunshine and wide-open spaces of Southern California.
My first thoughts of being a kid, I remember pushing around on my knee on a skateboard. The Del Mar skate park was right down the street, and my dad was an avid surfer. He surfed every day of his life. When we were kids, he was trying to pull us out in the lineup. At 7 years old, you're still intimidated by the ocean, you know? And at 7 years old, on a skateboard, it's not as intimidating to ride a ramp or something because the thing's not going to fall on you and drown you, you know? Eventually, I got over that, but in the meantime, I just spent my energy on skateboarding, you know, and that's kind of where my life went.
Danny was a naturally gifted athlete who, while he skated and surfed, also excelled in team sports and athletics. His passion and personality would make skateboarding a calling rather than a choice.
I played football when I was a kid for like 6 years in Pop Warner, and all my buddies I grew up skating with, at one point, we all played football together, and then we all quit together at the same time once we realized skateboarding was where it was at. Well, I won my first contest when I was 12, California Amateur Skateboard League, 1986, Del Mar Keyhole. I still have the trophy. And then I also won the bank slalom that day also. That was the beginning of a long road. I never really had like a goal to be pro as a kid. It wasn't about that, you know. It was just so fun to skateboard. I felt like that's all that mattered at the time.
While it may have looked like the California dream from the outside, Danny's childhood wasn't without its challenges.
My real dad died when I was 6 months old, and my mom got remarried when I was like 2 to my stepdad, which became he was like my real dad to me. And they got divorced when I was like 6, and you know, at that time, my mom kind of took my brother and I through a little bit of a wild goose chase with our lives. You know, it was very traumatizing at the same time. It was another motivational tool in skateboarding. It kept me in check. Like, you know, I saw some of the things that were going on around me and just looked at it and went, this isn't me, this isn't who I am, this isn't going to be my life. I was on a mission to become somebody else.
In the mid-1980s, as Danny entered his teens, skateboarding was experiencing an unprecedented explosion in popularity. At the forefront of this revolution was the legendary Powell Peralta team, the Bones Brigade. Danny's appearance in their team film Public Domain shot him to stardom.
Being a part of the Bones Brigade, having a video part in the Public Domain video in 1988 was such a crucial, I think, turning point for me. It's weird, you know, when people started offering you know, opportunity and money, and it's not like I had, you know, somebody there going, this is where you stand in skateboarding, this is what your value is. I'm sitting there as a little kid just like trying to make sense of it all.